All right, so we have a few Yom Yoms to do. We have today and then 2 days of Rosh Hashanah and Shabbat. All those days. Okay, here we have today, Erev Rosh Hashanah. Today is the birth of the Tzemach Tzedek. Today the Tzemach Tzedek was born, the third Rebbe of Chabad. He was born in 1789. Born in 1789. And he was born to the Alter Rebbe's daughter, Devorah Leah. And she realized that her father was in a tremendous danger because the Misnagdim, the opposers of Hasidut, religious Jews, that they had it all planned out to have him killed. The government was going to kill him. They trumped up these trees, and so she went to the rabbis right before Rosh Hashanah, and she said that she wants to give her life for the Rebbe's life. And anyway, somehow she got them to agree, and the day after Rosh Hashanah, she died. She was a young woman. I don't remember how old she was, 20 years old or something. I have to look and see. And she said to her father that one of the conditions was that she wanted the Alter Rebbe to raise her son, because her son would be an orphan, to raise him, and he did. And that son became the Tzemach Tzedek. He became the second Rebbe of Chabad, the third Rebbe of Chabad. I'm sorry, third Rebbe. Okay, here's one of the sayings of the first Rebbe of Chabad, of the Alter Rebbe. Alter Rebbe, right? Here we go. First Rebbe of Chabad. One of the sayings: we have absolutely no idea how precious to God is the body of a Jew. The body of a Jew is more precious to God than the soul of a Jew. It says the souls of the Jews are sons of God. Sons of God. And the body is even more, comes from the essence of God. That's the whole secret of the raising of the dead. And it's a secret to me as well. Here the Rebbe is saying it's a secret to us, how much of a secret it is. I don't think you just don't understand it. Like you don't understand, nuclear physics or something like that. It's a thing which is incomprehensible what the soul is, and it's double incomprehensible what the body of a Jew is. Okay, that's today. Let's do tomorrow. And tomorrow is the first day of Rosh Hashanah. And the blessing we make on the candle lighting tonight. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, mitzvah zivanu ladlik ner. Ner shel Yom HaZikaron. We don't say, did you sanctify us with your commandments and command us to light the lights of Shabbat or of Yom Tov or of Rosh Hashanah? We don't say Rosh Hashanah. We say the day of Zikaron, of remembrance. And then we make Shechianu. In Kaddish, Yiskad al Yiskadash, in the end of Kaddish, they say, Le'ela mikol b'chosa. A lot of other groups in Judaism, they say Le'ela twice. It says we only say it once, except in the last prayer of Yom Kippur, Ne'ilah. Then we say Le'ela u'Le'ela. Right before we say Aleinu in the nighttime, we say LeDavid ha'oretz u'mala'ah, Tevel v'yoshvei bo. We say, you look in your machzor and you'll see this is Psalm number excuse me, 1 minute, excuse me.
24.
Psalm number 24? Okay, good. Psalm 24. I'll take your word for it. There it is. 1 second. The pages are very thin in this book. Oh, here we go. There we go. This is what. No. Hashanah was. What have I got wrong over here? I'm doing something wrong. No. This is wrong. 1 second. Here it is. Yeah, that's right. The Shema Oretz V'Lo'ah, and this is Psalm number 24. Exactly right. Good. We say that before Aleinu prayer. In the daytime, we make Kiddush. We say Tiku b'chodesh shofar b'chokeh. A very short sentence. We don't say Elam Moadim or the other thing we did. Okay, in the daytime of Rosh Hashanah, after Mincha, you go to do Tashlich. Tashlich, you go to a body of water. It should have fish in it. And then you say this a short prayer, asking for God's 13 attributes of mercy, and you shake off the corners of your talit katan. Right? Shake them off. You say Yehi Ratzon in the nighttime. This is sort of not in the right order. because it talks about the daytime. In any case, in the nighttime, so we eat an apple. There's a lot of people that eat all sorts of different vegetables and things like that. The Sephardic Jews, especially, and my wife does that because my wife is a Moroccan, Iraqi Jew, and they make all these different types of things. A carrot, God should care for us, and what is a head of lettuce that we should be ahead. Anyway, whatever. And we don't do that in Chabad. In Chabad, the only time we say "May it be your will, God," is only on an apple. We should may it be your will. We should have a good, sweet year, and we make the blessing on the apple. Brei Priya eats, and then we say this Yehi Ratzon, and then we eat the apple. That's what we do. A lamb's head is eaten. I have never eaten a lamb's head before. I've never seen it on anybody's table. They have a head of a fish, but they say the Yehi Ratzon, this may it be your will, only for an apple. That is the first day of Rosh Hashanah. What about the second day of Rosh Hashanah? Second day of Rosh Hashanah. In the mincha, at mincha, we don't say hodu, we do say petach eliyahu, because this is going to be right before Shabbat. Okay, so anyway, the statement of the Alter Rebbe Siddur, it says that before we say the shofar, we say ana b'koach. It's a prayer with 42 words in it, and we in Chabad do not say it. Interestingly enough, the Alter Rebbe says that it is said, but we don't say it. What it means when the Alter Rebbe wrote his Siddur, so he didn't put it in. Before sounding the shofar. It means in a general sense, these are names of the verses of the various names of God. Some people, they don't say these first letters of every single word. There's 42 words. The first letters make all these different names of God. Some people keep this in their thought, but they don't say the letters of the words. A person who really is trying to think about the inner meaning of these things, you have to study it properly with the Arizal in the rays of Kabbalah until you know it clearly. And then your intentions are accepted and they're favored by God. If not, just have a general thought when you say these Ana B'Koach, that there's people who know what this means and it means something deep, and I am intending for what they intend. That is the second. And now finally, Shabbat. Yes, Shabbat. Shabbat. But Tzemach Tzedek once went to the Rebbe, the Alter Rebbe, his grandfather, and he said, Torah, he said, it says, V'shavta havaya ad havaya lakecha, that you have to do tshuva. You have to return to God. This is the Shabbat after Rosh HaShanah. It's called Shabbat Tshuva. It's the Shabbat of repentance, so to speak, the Shabbat of return, that prepares us for Rosh Hashanah, for Yom Kippur, prepares us for Yom Kippur. So there's a sentence, it says, V'shavta ad Hashem Elokecha, that you should return to God, your God. It's a sentence in the Torah. We just said you should return to God. Okay, what is it? So it says, the simple meaning is you should return ad until Havaya, which is above, before the world, is Elokecha, becomes your power in your life. That's what tshuva is. You have to get to a level where God, which is transcendent divinity, in other words, God, which is beyond the worlds, existed before the worlds, beyond time, in other words, ultimate reality, becomes your God in your mundane reality. This Elokecha, Elokim, your God, this is the numerical value of nature. So God should become your nature. Who said this? The Maggid of Mezrich told all of his pupils. The Alter Rebbe was one of the pupils of the Maggid of Mezrich. Maggid of Mezrich was the successor of the Baal Shem Tov. So all of the pupils of the Maggid were very stirred by this. But Reb Zusha Anipoli said that he couldn't attain such heights of such tshuva. So he said, this is too high, too deep for me. So he said, I want to break it down to tshuva. Teshuva. And we're going to talk about this in the ensuing days after Shabbat. It says, Tamim means be sincere. Tamim, Tiem Elokecha. The first letter of tshuva is be sincere with God. The second, Shin, means put God in front of you always. Shu'u was ve'ahavta. The Vav, you should love your neighbor as yourself. Bichal, tshuva, va means B'chol dorachecha da'il. And tshuva is the letter B. In all of your ways, you should know God. And finally, walk discreetly with God. Okay, these are not explained yet. We're going to explain them in the days after Rosh Hashanah. These are the 5 letters of tshuva that explain what is tshuva, how to really come close to God. You have to have these 5 elements. Be sincere, put God in front of you always, love others like you love yourself, know God in all your mundane things, and be discreet. Be discreet. Don't have to advertise. Have an intimate relationship with God. We're going to talk about this more, God willing, after Rosh Hashanah. God bless you all. Have a happy, story. Got to tell a story. Have a happy and a healthy and a blessed year with Mashiach now. And now I'll tell a story.